Alright, this is called the Revelation of Redesign. I came up with some issues that the basket for the hole is going to be deeper and lower than the drain. Obviously that leaves it so now if you really look at it, that's how far the basket's going to sit down. The basket's going to get sitting lower than that. So we're gonna fix that by not having the basket. Instead, we're going to put this, which I'm pretty sure is on other videos. I failed to, whatever. This is a piece of animal resistant screen, so they can't scratch it and rip out of it. We all know mosquitoes can't get in our house, right? So this will work. I'm leaving it within a little indent so it can trap leaves and sticks from your rain gutter. And once I'm going to put these little itty bitty screws in here to hold it down. I'll put a bead of caulking around it, and then what I'm going to try to do is get a very, very sharp razor and cut it a circle, or just leave it this way and just attach these corners with a little dab of this stuff here called Dynaflex 230. Actually worked fairly well. That leads me up to my other design issue that I had is over here. That other stuff I showed you didn't work that well. It didn't stick to this plastic well at all. The plastic had a sheen to it or something. I don't know. I ripped it out by hand. I mean, physically just ripped it out, and this basically fell off. Now it's on there really, really good. This moves just a tad, not much. If I was to do anything different, I would have put goop in here inside the circle and let it run and glue in there. But really, if you look at those joints, they come out really nice and smooth. Nice and smooth here. I used a pair of neoprene gloves to make it really, and I just let it set overnight. Standing up, no weight on it, no nothing, and it was perfect. So this is kind of basically, I don't know about I don't know about, you can get a white barrel that would eliminate you having to paint it. I don't know if I'm going to paint it now. It just makes no sense to do it. I got 2 cans. I bought 2 cans of Krylon paint. I may just do it just for video sake, see what happens. I don't know. But that's it. That's unfortunate. It's not really unfortunate. I'm kind of glad I caught it before I did this, and then I filled it all up. Because what I'm going to do, once I get the stand up and everything, I'm going to be pouring water off the roof into the rain gutter and into this to show how this actually will function. Okay? Design changes and issues are part of the job. Yay. That's how we learn, and that's how we get going. That's kind of why I wanted to do these videos, because I kind of think like most. I sometimes overthink, I sometimes over-engineer. Go figure. I'm contemplating on changing my name to the ADD Handyman, because that's what happens. Basically, they call me Ricochet. My brain's all over the place. But I think this is a pretty cool idea. I think that'll work out good. And I'm hoping I will keep people watching with my blatant honesty. So as you can see, I came up with a new idea. Looks halfway decent. I haven't mounted it yet, but what I wanted to do is go over this real quick, show you how it works. Everything seems to be okay. I was going to put 2 screens on top of this, but then I realized that may restrict the downfall of water. This should still be strong enough to deal with all the water, the weight of all the debris. You're not going to be there babysitting and all the time, so you want to make sure that that's that. So we got there. How we got there is we did this. We cut a piece of square screen, as you saw before, right? I had cut a piece of square. I didn't want it square because I kind of like to make my stuff look halfway decent. So I used the circle, and we have the circle. Bingo, right, like that. So what I did, instead of using that exact size circle, I took my very sharp box cutting knife and I taped roughly, well, the first cut was 1/8 of an inch, and the next one turns out to be, let's see this, what it looks like. Hold on. So we ended up cutting this one about, it looks like about a 1/2 inch. Alright, so I went a 1/2 inch over this circle, the outside circle. So I'll measure the outside circle for you so you can know what size hole you did. Or again, you're going to have your own plastic ring or whatever. So just remember, then I looked at it, and so I ended up using this one. And it was too, as you can see, it looks too small, right? I can't secure it good enough with some screws or something or anything like that, because it's just too short, too small, not enough area. So that's where I went. The first cut was an 1/8 inch bigger than the circle. This one is roughly half. So what I'll end up doing is I had some of these old stainless steel screws. Now, if you're going to be using these screws, any kind of screws in here, please use stainless steel. It won't rust, and then that won't get into your water. And I know water is going to be just for plants, but you just don't want rust. So these are stainless steel. I got a whole lot of these things. You can find these things relatively inexpensive. Use those. I have a drill. I'm just going to punch a little hole in where I want, and then I'm going to just get my electric screw gun and screw them in. Then I'll be able to paint it after. I'll still tape out where I'm going to, do that, and then I'm going to run goop. Maybe I can run the goop on the paint. I don't know. I have never tested that out. Again, it's just to stop mosquitoes from going in. We don't care if water comes out. We just don't want mosquitoes and other bugs to get in there and all that other stuff. So hopefully this helps correct some issues, and I think this will look good. I will get set up to install the screws so I can show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to do another thing too. If you can look here, see, notice how the screen indents. I want that. I want that indent on there. So this way the water definitely goes down and it doesn't roll off. Okay? Thus adding the issue of, foreign objects like pine needles, sticks, and stuff like that are going to weigh down on this thing. They're going to weigh on that. That's why I want to put the screws on. If I could find a circular template, I just don't want to go overboard. I like the KISS rule. For you who don't know what the KISS rule is, it's keep it simple, stupid. So I've kind of went way over stupid. So I don't want to keep over-engineering the hell out of this thing. So this is my realm of keeping it simple. Getting a fatter head screw, goes in, it holds the screen. You go out there every 2-3 weeks, look at it just to make sure the crap isn't on it, and you're golden. This won't be suffering rain through the winter. I'm going to be buying a device from Amazon that'll, I can get it from other places, but Amazon is where I found it. It's a diverter for rain. So you can divert it during the summer, and for the winter time, you just let it just drain like it normally would. So you'll understand once I continue on with this series. I know this is so overly elaborate for just a rain barrel, but I just wanted to also show how much sometimes things take to figure out. That you just don't do it. It's not like a freaking TV show. So I'm hoping my lessons learned help you out. I know I'm learning, so that's all that matters. So I will see you on the next, hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be screwing holes in here. Constraint of time has changed my mind on painting it. Its form, fit, and functionality is really going to be everything I'm going to need. I know I'm quitting, but I got other things I need to do. So I've already got my holes here. I'm going to unscrew all these, and you're going to be involved in my trying to figure out which is best to do. So the first thing I'm going to do, obviously, is to make this faster, is take all these out. I'm going to put that goop on. I'm going to use glow. also, to make sure that these holes and this stays the same way, I'm going to take this last screw out. Alright, I'm going to just bring it over here, take a piece of tape that I had, and I'm just going to tape it. So this way the hole orientation is going to be always the same. So now I take this goop. Alright. So I'm going to go around the screw line right here and try to get in as much goop as I can. Hopefully the fast forward works. Good. So we're going to cap our stuff. We're going to get on our gloves. First what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to use this tape still, right where it is, and because I know it's this way, I'm going to take it and I'm going to do this. So I know, see that? All my holes are going to match. I now can either use the regular screwdriver, right? These got to get pulled in just a little bit. Alright, so we'll speed this up a little bit. These are just really anchors to hold them in. So once we've done that, now we can fine tune these with our regular screwdriver. So we can hold that in. We don't tighten them. Okay. Alright, see that? Looking good. The good thing is this stuff is paintable, so if you get any on the barrel itself, don't worry about it, it's all paintable. So we're all good there. Now what I'm going to try to do, hold that in. Alright, some of these screws are definitely going to hold this in. Others, they're just for decoration. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to bring it and pat it. Yeah, got a little bit of a laugh or a chuckle or boy, this guy's really got his head up his ass or something kind of thing out of it, but I think we're all good. I think we accomplished what we desired. We got ourselves a halfway decent rain barrel. I will have the end result of this on the same, obviously at the end of this video you'll see the end result, which will probably be about 24, 48 hours from now. So I have to wait to let this dry. I'll be going to work anyways, just like everybody else does. So, alright man, I'll see you when this is dry.